video. Before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and ring that bell. Y'all, we're on the road to 3,000 subscribers, so don't play with us, because we ain't never been one of them. And if you ain't subscribed, and it's free 99, you a hater. Tell your mama, because why she raised you like that? Period. So y'all, today I actually wanted to come with a video about how to break food addiction and how I broke my food addiction and how this is very important. And I just want to say that most people that are obese or morbidly obese are addicted to food. I don't care what you say. And there's a lot of people that are not morbidly obese and they're addicted to food. Like, they can't tell themselves no about certain foods. They can't stop eating certain foods. They can't stop thinking about foods. And they claim themselves to be a foodie, baby. A foodie is not a real thing. It's just a person that's addicted to food, okay? So let's get into it. Let's talk about it, y'all. So if you're new here, I used to be 326 pounds. Y'all, I am currently 172 pounds. So I fluctuate between about 168, close to like 169, so like 168.9 to about 174. So my weight does fluctuate, you guys, and that is very normal. I have decided, y'all, because I'm going to give y'all a 2-year update for BSG. I'm giving y'all that next month because on the 15th of May, it will be my 2 years, right? So I decided after my 2-year post-op, I'm not going to tell you guys my weight because I really don't feel like I need to just keep talking about my weight on the internet. Just know your girl's doing good. The girl is maintaining. Okay, period. So anyways, y'all, I used to have a real bad food addiction. So before I had BSG, y'all, I actually naturally lost 50 pounds on my own, right? So I lost 50 pounds, kept it off during the whole process, and then I ended up losing another 108 pounds, okay? So in total, I lost 158 pounds, and that fluctuates from like 158 to like 153, you know what I mean? So anyhow, y'all, with that being said, before I had weight loss surgery, I had to learn how to eat. There actually is a whole process. Like, you have to go to a nutritionist. You have to check in with this nutritionist very often. So for me, I had a nutritionist and she helped me a lot. I liked her concept of doing things slow and steady, and taking small things away slowly. It worked really well for me, and it really helped me understand the psychological background about eating. It's all psychological. It is not physical. It's all mental. And I'm telling you that because I am able to maintain because of mental, because I'm disciplined, not because of the surgery, but because I am disciplined. And I had to gain that discipline through losing natural weight, through then going through surgery, to then keeping off all of the weight. It is literally a lot of discipline. So boom, my story, y'all. I used to be addicted to cereal so bad. Okay, I used to eat cereal. When I was a kid, I would eat 3 bowls of cereal, y'all. And as I got an adult, I would always eat almost 3 bowls of cereal. So I loved cereal, and it was because of the sugar, obviously. But cereal is like one of the worst foods you can have at all and in the morning, because it's all sugar. Like, from the milks, depending on the milk you use, I was using whole milk. I was eating like Cinnamon Toast Crunch and freaking Golden Grams, you know what I mean? So it's all the sugar in the cereal, and then there's sugar in the whole milk. There's hormones in the milk. That is a whole story, but boom. I'm eating this 3 bowls of this. Y'all know how many calories is in a serving size, and you know a serving size of cereal is like a cup? Baby, please. I was eating probably 1,000 calories straight in the morning. Like, and sugar slowing down my insulin. But I can teach y'all all that if y'all want to know that. But I was really bad on cereal, y'all. And so I had to slowly make an approach, because I said, you know what? I need to stop eating cereal. Cereal is really not good for you. So first what I did was change my milk. So instead of having whole milk, I started having 2% milk. And then from 2% milk, after I was eating that for a while, I actually changed to Fairlife. Which Fairlife is a little bit better, have less hormones, and I just ate the 2% of that milk. And then I switched from that to actually almond milk, y'all. So I started doing almond milk in my cereal. Then from that, I actually started switching my cereals. Instead of having the real Cinnamon Toast Crunch or the Honey Grams, I started getting cereals from like Whole Foods that are less in sugar. So I would eat that, and then I started to bring the number of bowls down. So I wouldn't have 3 bowls of cereal. I did 2 bowls of cereal. And then once I master 2 bowls of cereal, I will go 1 bowl of cereal only. So this is how you actually help your brain be able to continue something, y'all. Sorry, that's my remote. To be able to control your addiction, you cannot take something away right away. If you do that, you are bound to fail, you are bound to go back, and you're bound to not feel satisfied. If you slowly decrease till you eliminate, you will be able to do that for a lifetime. So y'all, I literally did that, and then I stopped eating cereal altogether, y'all. I stopped eating cereal. I haven't had cereal in over 3 years, probably like 3.5 years. And I started eating yogurt now, yogurt with granola and fruit. And I make sure I get the right granola that's not full of a lot of sugar. You know, I usually use Purely Elizabeth or Nature's Valley. You gotta make sure you're very careful which ones you're getting with them or whatever. You have to read your nutrition facts. Which, y'all, so let me tell you right here, I am a weight loss coach, and I'm really certified in weight loss, and I focus on morbidly obese clients and obese clients. That's what I specialize in, but I can help anyone. And I really focus on breaking addictions with food. So I really focus on psychological, physical, emotional, the actual food. So if you want to book a one-on-one coaching with me, I'm going to put my number here. You can just text me like, hey, I want to book with you. Or you can go in my description box and press the Squarespace and set up your appointment and pay everything there. Or you can go and actually attend one of my past workshops. So I did do digital workshops. I did it virtually, so I did it with actual real people. And they were able to tell their stories, especially around emotional eating and stuff. Like, real people came to the event. I posted up here for y'all to go. But if you missed it, I actually made it into a digital product. So you can go to my Patreon, which is in the description box. So if you don't want one-on-one coaching, you can't afford it, you can actually go on my Patreon and pay $15 and be able to enjoy the event. So I did an event around emotional eating and how to silence food noise. So if you're addicted to food, you really, really need that one. You hear other people's stories, what they've been through, how you can connect with them. Like, there's writing prompts and activities in there that you can do that's going to help you think through why you're eating certain things and why you're emotionally eating, why you're addicted to food. And then, y'all, I have another workshop that just passed, which was about meal planning. So how to meal plan and how to make it realistic for your lifestyle. If you're coming from food addiction or addicted to eating out, how to come from now to like making small adjustments. So very good material, y'all. So if y'all want the workshops, y'all just pay $15, go on Patreon in the description box, and go ahead and watch them do your prompts and all the activities on your own. And it's only $15 if you cannot afford one-on-one coaching. One-on-one coaching is really good to keep you very on track, to keep you accountable, because I'm going to check in with you. We're going to tackle emotional healing. We're going to tackle physical healing and eating, all that. Like, we're tackling everything, babes. But I know it can get spendy, so if you can't afford it, definitely come to a workshop or go and get the digital workshop after I have posted them. So anyway, y'all, that is my little shameless plug. But I want to talk about my addiction to fast food. So once I had tackled my addiction to cereal, I was very addicted to fast food. This was actually my worst addiction and caused me to gain a lot of weight, because I was never the big girl that was just eating, pigging out. A lot of morbidly obese people are not pigging out. They're not pigging out. Most of them actually skip meals and just eat a bunch towards the end of the day, or they skip meals and they just eat a bunch of the wrong things when they do eat. So I was one of the girlies that didn't just eat everything in sight. I just ate a lot of fast food. And not just fast food like McDonald's. I never really loved McDonald's like that. Like, I wasn't like a McDonald's, Burger King type of fast food. No, I was like a Chipotle meat every day, babe. I was addicted to Chipotle so bad. Chipotle was my life. So I would eat Chipotle, I would eat Five Guys. I used to love me some Five Guys, but when I tell y'all just to turn down the burgers and the fries, now I don't really eat burgers, but like on occasion. So anyways, y'all, I used to just tear down eating out, and then in the morning I go to Starbucks, get a frap, full of sugar with whipped cream, cookies, all of that, right? And then with a sandwich on top. So that's how we order my food. So after working with a nutritionist and stuff, she was testing me to be like, okay, so if you eat out 3 times a day, 7 days a week, or at least 2 times a day, 7 days a week, because I never cooked like that, then I'm gonna challenge you to eat out 7 days a week, but once a day. And I'm like, oh, that's nothing. That's it. Like, the old me would just try to get rid of it all and then try to like be like, I don't need this. Like, let me just not do it. No, that is not going to work if you have a food addiction. So I did that. Boom. After you conquer 7 days, now let's try 6 days only eating out. Boom, conquer that. Now that you did that, let's try 5 days, and it will gradually go down, right? And then when you get stuck at a place where you cannot move, like you have a hard time like getting it lower, try to choose a better option when you eat out, or try to switch it up. So at Chipotle, I would start getting like salad instead of rice. So I would get salad, I would get chicken, I would get cheese, I would get all the proteins and beans. And then instead of sour cream, I wouldn't do this back in the day, but instead of getting sour cream, I suggest getting Greek yogurt, because that's what I do now. I don't care if it's my cheat meal. If I go to Chipotle, if I go somewhere with burritos, I'm not eating the sour cream unless I'm eating at a restaurant. I will come home and use plain Greek yogurt, because why would I waste my calories? And why would I not get my protein, right? It tastes the same, y'all. And literally someone had to tell me this. It tastes the same. And once they told me that, I was eating it. I'm like, yeah, this is the same. And ever since then, I do not eat sour cream, because it literally tastes the same. So anyways, y'all, that I learned how to switch up how to order there. Or when I would order at Chick-fil-A, like I would make sure I get the grilled nuggets instead of the fried nuggets. So I was able to make adjustments. Or Five Guys, like if you're just starting off and you're just trying to get better at your eating out, if you go to Five Guys, get a lettuce wrap burger instead of getting the bun. Like, small things help you, right? Slow and steady wins the race. And understanding what this addiction is everything is a lifetime. You're going to have to have conversations with yourself for a lifetime. You're going to have to adjust your food for a lifetime. You're going to have to tell yourself no when you want something for a lifetime. Y'all, literally, I think people out there really think if you get like surgery or you get Ozempic or anything like that, like you just can't eat nothing. That is a lie. And I'm trying to tell y'all this now. If you're thinking about surgery, a lot of people are doing natural weight loss. A lot of people are doing surgery or Ozempic. If you're thinking about either of these, remember, you're still going to come down to choice. Can I go eat a slice of cake every day? Yes, I can. Actually, I could probably eat 2 slices a day. I really probably can eat 3 slices a day. Can I eat a full donut? Yes, I can. Okay? People do not tell people this. Like, you literally can eat a full donut. You can eat a full slice of cake, because these things are just sugar, so they just go down. I can eat hella ice cream. It is about controlling your life, and until you break your addiction, which that's why I tell people it's really good to work on emotional and mental health before even getting surgery, Ozempic, or starting your weight loss journey. First starts with the mind. What started? When did it start? When did your food addiction start? Was it a coping mechanism? Is it a celebration thing? What is going on with it? Then what are the problems you're having? What are the addictions you're having? What do you tend to go towards? And then as you start lowering your problem, you will then start swapping out the things that you used to be addicted to with other things. So you know how I lowered all my things down for cereal, and then now I done swapped it for yogurt with granola and fruit. And it still gives me that sugar, but it's not so high in sugar that's spiking my insulin and slowing down my weight loss and slowing down my metabolism. You guys will eventually get there, but you don't want to come from A to Z. A lot of people don't realize it took, like for me personally, I started losing weight about 3 years ago, because my journey started well before BSG. So I would say 3.5 years ago. So I started my weight loss 3.5 years ago, right? And it took me literally practically 3 years to get to a point where I am happy with myself and I want to maintain. And still, you're never actually happy, which we'll talk about now in a whole nother video. But literally, it took you 20 something plus years to 20 plus, because most people are like, or at least 18 plus, I don't know how old you are, but it took you how many years to gain an immense amount of weight? So give yourself years to get it off. Give yourself a lifetime to keep it off. I think a lot of people are in a rush for results when you don't even know what your results are going to be. Focus on your health and do not focus on results, because not everybody looks the same. When people lose weight, they don't lose weight in the same ways. You're not going to lose weight in the same way you see some model on Instagram lose weight. You're not going to lose weight just because you have BSG, this person got BSG. You're not going to look like anybody but yourself. And only God knows what you're going to look like when you're done with your process. So focus on your health. Focus on living a longer life. Focus on breaking addiction and taking control of your life. Focus on feeling happier, feeling free, feeling less depressed. Y'all, I had noticed that when I was addicted to food, I was very depressed. I didn't know I was very depressed until I literally broke my addiction. Like, until I literally went on my liquid diet, and I was like, whoa, like I literally think about food 24/7, like this is not good. And when I was able to take my life back and start exercising, when I got active, I started getting these endorphins. I'm like, I'm happy, like eating healthy is fun for me. Working out is fun. I feel happy. I feel excited about life. Like, it made me start thinking, you know what I mean? So just understand this is a lifestyle, and addiction never goes away. It's just about how you handle it, right? And another thing is, most people, when they have addiction problems, they want to take food away or they want to eat less. No, I tell people eat 5 times a day, frequent meals, like every 3 hours, you know? Because small, frequent, healthier options actually help increase your metabolism. The reason why a lot of obese people have slow metabolisms is because they do not eat often. They just eat larger quantities in worse food, okay? Not because they're just pigging out like you see on 600 Pound Life. That's not the reality. The reality is literally genetic, slower metabolism, and to increase your metabolism, you do have to eat more, you do have to eat the right foods, and you do have to work for your body. And it sucks because there's some people that can go eat, they can have a food addiction, they call themselves foodie and be skinny. Like, they can be a foodie and eat fried chicken every day, and eat cake, and eat cookies, and eat ice cream, and still be small. But that's not a lot of people's realities, you know? And even if they are small, are they healthy? I think a lot of people in this world are so fat phobic that they just are concerned if you look healthy versus are you really healthy. They only care about if you look big, like, oh, I'm concerned about her health, and does she care about her health? But if they see a skinny little twig, you know, no offense to skinnies, okay? Because I don't really look squeaky twig. People think I'm skinny, but I don't think I'm skinny. But anyhow, so boom, they can see them and be like, oh, okay, like they're fit, so they're healthy. They can eat like 20 wings and they be cheering them up on the internet. But as soon as a big girl eats 20 wings, oh, you're big, you're sloppy, you're like, you don't care about yourself, you're trying to kill. Oh, I can't say that on the internet, but you know what I'm saying. They will take it from 0 to 100. So you have to, first and foremost, realize this is not about appearance, this is about health. Because when you go down this journey of breaking food addiction, losing weight, you don't always look exactly how you want to look. You're going to always find something to nitpick about yourself. You're going to like, there's loose skin. You don't know how much loose skin you're going to get. You don't know how you're going to look without clothes on. You don't know these things until you get to the finish line. But what you do know is you're going to feel happier. You're going to feel healthier. You're going to live longer. And you're going to have more control of your life. And honestly, this control with the food addiction led into control over everything else in my life. So once I felt disciplined, like I can control my food, I can control how many times I go to the gym, and I can stick to what I say I'm gonna do, I started doing that every avenue of my life. Like I started being consistent on YouTube. Y'all see, I literally didn't get consistent on YouTube until I started my full weight loss journey. Like I've been doing YouTube for 6 years and didn't get consistent till like 2 years ago. Okay? So literally, you get consistent and more disciplined in your life. But I got to get disciplined when I'm even on my entrepreneur journey. I'm telling y'all, go to the workshops. I'm telling y'all, one-on-one coaching. I'm showing up for myself because I have discipline now. When I need to go do Uber, I show up for myself because I have discipline now. I don't want to work for somebody. I want to work for myself. I want to be happy. And when you realize that your food also controls your happiness, because some of the food that you eat can really make you feel groggy, make you feel anxious, make you feel like you have the itis, make you feel dizzy because your blood pressure. I used to feel so dizzy. I used to get so tired. I used to get so sad. And the food plays a big part in this. But just know, literally think about right? Think about, what is your issue with food? What is the main thing your addiction is? Like, do you like desserts every day? Do you like chips all the time? Do you like soda? What is your addiction? Do you like to eat out all day? Do you like to, whatever, eat at night? Whatever your addictions are, write them and look at them and say, what is a small step I can do? Small step. Don't be like, oh, I'm just going to stop drinking soda for the rest of my life. That's not going to happen. So if you're drinking soda every day, can you cut it down to 6 days in a week instead of 7? And can you master that for a week and then next week attempt to go down to 5? It's going to feel easy. And when it feels easy, it feels effortless. And when it feels effortless, it flows. I'm going to have to clip that. When it feels easy, it feels effortless. And when it's effortless, it flows. When it feels forceful, it doesn't flow. It doesn't work. So I really want everybody to have this opportunity in life because it really changed my life, honestly. It really changed my life. And not just the physical aspect, it just changed my whole life. Like the way I thought, the way I felt free, the way I feel happy, I feel light, feel alive. I feel like I could try so many new things. And I know right now we're really in a time where everybody is like forcing weight loss, and it can be hard, especially when you are overweight. Because when I was overweight, I probably would be thinking like, dang, can y'all stop talking about weight loss? Like I'm confident in myself. Like I used to wear my confidence as like a shield. And then once I lost the weight, like I lost my shield. Because it was just a shield. I was confident, but it was something I created for myself. So once I lost the weight, I had to rebuild my confidence. Like, whoa, was I really confident? Or was I acting like I was confident so people wouldn't hurt me? So that's gonna be a whole nother video, y'all. I'm gonna do a video about how losing weight does not make you confident and understanding those things. So thank y'all for watching. Make sure, if you need help with your food addiction, book with me on one-on-one coaching. It's linked in my description box on Squarespace appointments. Or you can text me. I'm gonna have my phone number in here multiple times. Text me and say, hey, I watch your YouTube channel. I wanna book a one-on-one coaching with you. And if you can't afford that, I understand. You definitely can go ahead and do the workshop. You guys, you can do the workshops. They're digitally already up there, $15, very cheap on my Patreon, link in the description box. If you want to come to a live workshop virtually, we're going to have one on the May 4th. Y'all, having one on May 4th Sunday. It's not out there yet, but that was going to all about calorie deficit, nutrition fast, and stuff like that. So you really need to go to the other workshops, the other two, before you come to the live one. But if you can catch up on the other two workshops, I do recommend you coming to the live one. Or if you're really only focused on your calorie deficit and you're only focused on nutrition facts and macros, then definitely come May 4th. But thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.